Today I'm going to be doing one of my favorite things, which is comparing ammos. On test today is the 25 caliber Power Tuned Cricket, and I will be testing the JSB Heavies. We're going to be testing the King Heavies, and finally the FX hybrids. Most of my testing is done for accuracy at usually 30 yards. Today I'm going to be doing 45, and most of this testing that I do is for hunting purposes. So my groups, while I try to get the very best results as possible, most of that is usually just to show off a little bit. If they can group at a half an inch or so or a little more, I'm okay with that. If I take a body shot on a squirrel at 50 yards, it's a done deal. So nonetheless, I like to find the most optimum ammo for the actual hunting for a more humane kill. This gun is of course power tuned, and it can sling the heavies at right around 920 feet per second. That's good for over 60 to 64 foot-pound energy, which is pretty decent for 25 caliber. It tends to be very accurate with it, but let's put it to the test and see what it can actually do. I'm also going to be running it over the chrono and see what kind of speeds we're actually getting with all three. I'm only going to be doing 3 shots each. I have plenty of the heavies. I don't have too much of the Hades, and just one partial tin, whatever I have left here, and also very, very little of these hybrids. These pellets have not been provided to me by anyone, and therefore I bought them with my own money, and I don't have the luxury to shoot as much as I want with these, just to see what results I get. So 3 shots should be pretty good for my purposes, again, for hunting. Let's see what the 25 caliber Power Tuned Cricket can do at 45 yards. I do most or all of my shooting at 30 yards. My yard accommodates that fairly easily and more naturally, more comfortable. I am able to maybe squeeze it out to 35, but 30 is about as comfortable as I get. Now, I've carved out a 45-yard lane. It's not as comfortable, and it's a little bit of an inconvenience, but for the sake of science and air gunning, here we are. I'm going to show you what I have going. So I'm literally at the back of my property, and there's a woods back here. It's no more than about 1.5 acres, but it's undeveloped, and there's a road beyond that. So it's fairly safe. There's very thick woods, and I'm usually hitting spot on the target, so it's not too much of a risk. However, when you look towards my house, you could see that I'm squeezing it in between my workshop over here and the firewood stash, past the kids' playground and the shooting bench over there. I hope you can see that. I didn't use a second camera. I just went ahead and took all the shots in a row, and we're gonna go over them now. These are the Hades, and they are cracking right above 1,000. That's 1,007. 1,007 again. Now these would be the Heavies, the King Heavies. Look at the spread on those. It's awesome. And these would be finally the hybrids. Not bad. Maybe they need to be slowed down a little bit to get a little more accuracy out of them. Or maybe it's just me and my shaking. We'll do a little more testing. I don't have a lot more ammo left, but I'll see what I can do. Let's see what we have here, starting with the hybrids. That's 0.8 inch Heavies. Probably have to slow these down a little bit, but just at half. And the King Heavy, obviously the winners here. Woo! That's a quarter, exactly. Quarter inch, 45 yards. Shake and bake.